You know what? I don't think this. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta set it to be 2. All right. Here's also to be. Don't tell me he unlisted. I have a playlist. There it is. He did hide it. Oh. Oh, the one video with like my favorite thing on it. Do I have this one? I do. Whoops. Part of me wishes I had another monitor for Part of me wishes I had another monitor to have things. So I had space for my chats.
need to get closer.
What is? Oh, this is horrific visions. Go ahead and queue for a cinder room metery since we need that anyway. Oh hey, it showed up. I see. Seems to be working out. Wait, bear with me for a sec. Ah, there we go. Now we're back. Okay. Right, yeah. Shit. Yeah, that was last call.
Were you here to help? My zeal to get...
And now Goldie Baron-Bottom is BEO of this joint.
No! I'm out of shoes. Help me. Please get my meadery back, Outlander. My stills, they bypass the filters. It's running too hot. The mead will be substandard.
Yeah, but there'll be more of it. More meat, more money. That's good business.
Ugh. Cedar Brew was my personal directive, my passion. She's ruining everything. Far away. Made of mead? Oh, my cinder brew! The rubies are wonderful, but I cannot process this. I need to get closer. It's too far away.
That was lame.
I'm out of range. Get closer.
You keep moving back and it's gonna reset, my brother. My brother.
That meat elemental took months of R&D. You goody-goodies don't know who you're dealing with. You do any more damage, and I'll cash you out. You hear me?
I need a target.
in cages. They should be free gathering pollen in the forest.
We had to lock up your bees. Letting them be free range was too much labor. And their anger and frustration just makes their honey spicier. Right, Bank? Bank!
It's too far away. I don't have a target. I need a target.
Time to bust out
I
my
need to get
bees.
closer.
The best
Time
for
to
my
go, Ole!
I'm out of range.
hot honey coming at ya.
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Flap those wings, darling.
It's too far away.
Burn so sweet.
I need to get closer.
Eating time. Hot honey coming at ya.
I'm out of range.
That who will be the bee's knees now.
We should use them to make a beeline to Goldie's office.
That's a great idea.
You take out my bomb man, my prototype, and my beekeeper. And now you're riding my bees like some nature-loving weirdo. I guess I'm gonna have to
Nature-loving
show you
weirdo.
your rock-headed friend who's boss.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
All right, you may have gotten my employees, but now you're dealing with the VEO herself. You won't be taking this metering from me! Cashing out!
It's too far away.
Oh my god.
Move time!
I'm out of range.
Move time!
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Killing is my business, and it's booming! Just for you! Mwah!
I'm out of range.
Boom.
Market.
Ba, 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 ba. I think I'm gonna wanna go.
Oh, thank the hive.
Ooh. I want to go hand this in immediately.
Speak and be heard. We will continue speaking later.
Didn't rank up in renown. Oh wait, I gotta use it? Whoa, that's pretty cool.
Conversation initiated.
Did we get rep for doing these the first time? Remember.
State your business. May the path you forge be your own.
I need a target.
What do you want? Fly high, strike true.
Hi, hi, wink. Swoon, I can't get out. I can't get over this. I was. I was messing around with transmogs earlier, and like I was just like I was looking. I'm trying to make something that looks Stormwindy, but not like too just regular infantry soldier. And like I took everything I had. And I just switched out the shoulders, and I'm like, ooh, this kind of looks good, though. This kind of like that. The only thing that's sort of kind of not the greatest is just like there's a lot of white and gold, and not enough. Like, you know? What if I just...
Fine day for some tinkering, don't you think?
I'll take my time and I'll do...
More Titan artifacts.
Oh,
like
Didn't see
Mythic
you
Plus
standing
Dungeon
there.
stuff like that tomorrow.
All right. See you later.
A little tired today.
Oh, nice smelling you. Oh, smell you again soon.
But I have so much science to tell you about.
I'll be right back, guys. So I'm making dinner, right? Warming it up. And I throw some dinner rolls in my toaster oven. I'm going to grab them out. To get one out, I'm going to grab my second one. And I burn my middle finger right on the tip. It's like right on the tip. So anything that I do with that finger, it's eventually going to hurt. Boy, did that piss me off. Hopefully it's not that bad. Like it's not, it doesn't look super bad. Just a line. Some Taliesin and Evitel while I eat.
Is sponsored by Squarespace.
Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba!
Hello Internet, Taliesin here, and today we are
gonna mute
talking
myself
the
while I
upcoming Legion Remix. We are talking Blizzard's recent decision that the Mage Tower artifact appearances won't be available as rewards to players in Legion Remix, and we are talking all the fallout from that decision. Players are complaining about FOMO, about prestige, about Blizzard's very weirdly inconsistent approach to currently available achievement rewards, and exactly how they need to change their minds on this to make everyone happy. It's a very specific instance which speaks to a much wider issue with World of Warcraft in general, and it has got the player base fuming, absolutely tampin' mush. So join us as we ask, are Blizzard right to keep the Mage Tower appearances off the Legion Remix table? Okay, go. Remix. Back in the winter of 2023, Blizzard released their roadmap for retail WoW for the following year, and while the community chatted excitedly about the alpha and the release of the next expansion, The War Within, and speculated wildly about what that cryptic Jolly Roger and 10.2.6 could mean, flying relatively under the radar was Time Running Pandemonium, later revealed and renamed as Remix Mists of Pandaria, an amped up and overpowered retread of the Mists of Pandaria expansion that, as well as being a chance for players to re-experience the magic of questing and dungeoning and raiding and scenarioing in one of WoW's most beloved expansions, was more importantly a leveling and collecting extravaganza. As well as new rewards created for the event, just about every mount, pet, toy, weapon, and armor set from that expansion was available to flat out buy from vendors for the Remix Bronze currency during Remix. Super rare and sought after items like the Snail Pet, the Dark Shaman set, all of the World Boss mounts, and the Tusks of Manaroth were all on vendors. Personally, I had over 1,000 Garrosh kills over a couple of years of dedicated Tusks farming with no luck at all. Within a couple of weeks of Remix starting, I moseyed on up to a Bronze Dragon shopkeeper with my Mountains of Bronze and walked away the proud owner of every Orc transmog I would ever use ever again. And did it feel as good as if it had dropped in Raid? Probably not, if I'm 100% completely honest, but did I care? Do I look like I care? Look at these awesome badass shoulders, peasants. No, I don't care. Other things you could buy on the remix vendors, though, were the Siege of Orgrimmar Garrosh heirlooms, items that had not been available in-game since Warlord of Draenor first launched. Items that in modern WoW discourse would be described as FOMO items, as in if you weren't playing the game at the time and if you didn't do what you needed to do to get them at the time, then tough titty noob, there's simply no way that you'd ever be able to get hold of those sweet spiky transmogs ever again. Walking around with this bad boy, therefore, being a very clear and obvious way of not just identifying an in-game achievement for a player, but also the period of time during which that achievement happened. This is also what we refer to sometimes as a prestige award, and WoW is full of them. One of the earliest and most obvious being the Scarab Lord title and mount, something that only players who were there in person at the opening of the gates of Anchorage in vanilla can possibly have. Or, you know, maybe when Blizzard accidentally opened a bunch of new servers in Wrath with the gates closed. A few people got their title then, but frankly, that's still impressive to me. A more everyday example would be the seasonal elite PvP tier set recolors and mounts. Those are attainable in-game for just a few months before becoming something that just sits around in your transmog sets tab, mocking your inability to ever complete it forever. Another famous example would be the Mists of Pandaria challenge mode sets, which Blizzard didn't add to the remix vendors. That's right, when I said that every transmog from the expansion was available to buy during the event, I wasn't actually being completely honest, because Blizz decided that these transmogs, awarded to players who completed the Mist Challenge Mode dungeons during the original expansion itself, were more special than the Tusks of Manaroth, more special than the legendary cloak appearances, more special than the heirlooms, and would not be made available again. And Blizzard didn't offer any kind of defense or justification of this decision beyond they were only available during the original expansion itself. They won't be available in Remix. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but Tally, the heirlooms and legendary cloak appearances were also only available during the OG expansion. And I bought every single one of those bad boys from a vendor with my piles of filthy bronze. And you're right. In fact, confusingly, in early interviews, devs had originally said that heirlooms would, like the challenge mode sets, specifically not be available in Remix. A decision they obviously went back on. But the challenge sets remain something they clearly felt players should not be able to ever enjoy again. Inconsistent? FOMO? Put a pin in those questions for just a second, because with that little history lesson in mind, let's take a look at Legion Remix. Artifacts. Remix Mists of Pandaria was, overall, a massive success. A huge amount of players had a huge amount of fun and got a huge amount of cool stuff. And honestly, when it comes to WoW, that's all of us really want, right? Added to the fact that its appearance in the latter half of Dragonflight Season 4 went a long way towards relieving that traditional end of expansion content drought, it seemed pretty certain that Blizz would repeat the trick in the War Within. And sure enough, the 2025 roadmap featured an intriguing green glow towards the end of the year, which Ian Hazacostis very quickly all but confirmed was Remix Legion. Legion being largely regarded as probably the best WoW expansion of all time. It's definitely top 3 and would seem to be ideally suited to the Remix formula, mostly because it has absolutely loads of very specific and awkward to get colorful. The class hall mounts? Have you bothered to complete 3 patches worth of class order hall campaign quests on every single Legion class to get every single one of these class specific mounts? Well, I have, obviously, because I did it at the time, because like I say, I loved Legion, but honestly, if I hadn't done it at the time, doing it now would seem like a massive pain in the ass, and no, I probably wouldn't bother. Have you unlocked every artifact on every class and completed the Suramar campaign and the Balance of Power, and also got the PvP appearance, and also the secret appearance, and then also the Mage Tower appearance, and then also done all the different things on top of that to unlock all of the different color variants of each one? Well, don't bother now, because when Legion Remix rolls around, you'll almost certainly be able to go shopping to your local Bronze Dragon vendor, hand over some currency, and just have them. And that's nice, isn't it? That's what Remix is all about. Except that is for the aforementioned Mage Tower appearances. And this is where the controversy lies. The Mage Tower. I don't think I'm being controversial when I say that Legion was an absolute banger of an expansion, and the Mage Tower was one of the undoubted highlights of it. Introduced in the otherwise crushingly lackluster 7.2 patch, and yeah, I know I just said Legion was a banger, but trust me, you kinda had to be there. It promised players non-scaling, mythic boss level challenges individually tailored to their spec with the ultimate reward at the end, a new, unique class artifact appearance with unlockable recolors that A, would show the world what an absolute baller you were, and B, were incredibly cool. In some cases, otherwise completely uniquely cool. When Mage Tower launched, the Protection Warrior and Paladin appearances were quite literally the only functioning flail models in the entire game, and were until late Shadowlands, or actually, because that one did kind of suck, Dragonflight. Likewise, the Werebear was a whole new upright bear form, completely different conceptually from any other in the game. The Disco Cat is quite simply the sparkliest feral have ever been able to make themselves before or since. This was good stuff, but there was a catch, made clear from the start. These appearances were only available during the Legion expansion itself, when the Mage Tower was current content. These rewards, and actually the Mage Tower itself, would disappear for good at the start of the Battle for Azeroth pre-patch, making Mage Tower the very definition of FOMO or prestige content, depending on your point of view. This content was so temporary that you couldn't even play the challenges again after you'd completed them. Like, if you really enjoyed the Discipline challenge and wanted to replay it just for fun, literally, tough titty moron, why would you be able to do that? You've already had your fun and got your staff, what more do you want in a video game? Of course, since these challenges didn't scale, by the time the end of 7.3 rolled around, the fights were a lot more manageable than at launch, and that mad rush to complete all of the challenges for the specs and appearances that you wanted worked for many, including me, to completely eradicate any sense of content drought at the end of Legion. There was no drought for me, I was bopping those things. I got my Warrior and Paladin flails. I got my Disco Cat and Werebear. I got my Xalatath glow up, because of course I did, because I would do anything for her, seriously anything. I got my Discipline staff, and then cried myself through 10 Pug Battleground victories to unlock the hot pink recolor, something I'm still incredibly proud of. I got my Lightning Ashbringer and my weird Paper Lantern Brewmaster staff and my Bony Blood DK axe, and way more besides. By the time Teldrassil went up, there was only a handful of appearances that I hadn't managed to get, or rather wasn't too fussed about getting. When the Mage Tower was brought back by popular demand in Shadowlands, those weapon appearances were not included. Instead, players could win fun recolors of the Tomb of Sargeras sets and a legit, very cool flying book mount for completing all of the different challenges, which was fine. It was awesome that the challenges themselves were enjoyable again to everyone, but the rewards were a definite downgrade. There is, quite simply, no better and more tantalizing reward in the entire game, WorldofWarcraft.com, than a spec-specific, unique weapon appearance, and that is just a fact. Seriously, I will do any old bullshit content you like, Ian. You put a unique spec-specific weapon appearance at the end of it, I will gulp that shit down and then thank you for it afterwards, okay? So naturally, when Legion Remix became a future reality, the #1 request from basically everyone was, please make these things available again during the event. And no, that's not going to happen, no. Many times throughout the history of World of Warcraft, there have been items, titles, and other kinds of rewards that belong in a category of the most prestigious and historic accomplishments. Rewards that we believe should be preserved in a historical context for only those players who earned them at the time. As we've explored the full list of all rewards that players could earn when Legion was current content, we've determined that some fit the description above and will not be obtainable in Legion Remix. Artifact weapon appearances from PvP, seasonal PvP gear, Mage Tower artifact appearances. And, you know, that was a shit show, obviously. Dead on arrival. No reason to play then. Blizzard farming elves. Literally garbage company. Imagine keep pushing for FOMO. Literally so dumb. Cool, man. The only achievement you have with these is being old, dinosaur-aged person. I'm not adding to your metrics by playing this worthless trash. Us players need to friggin' riot and be as loud as possible. This isn't preservation, it's gatekeeping. It's the same toxic, elitist mindset we see in the real world. The 1% hoarding wealth and opportunity while telling everyone else to work harder or be grateful for scraps. The devs already had their shot at earning these rewards when the content was live, and I bet they can get the appearances just for working there. Why shouldn't newer or returning players have a fair chance to prove themselves now? Yeah, fair to say people are disappointed. But should they be? Are Blizzard's reasons for keeping those appearances walled off proper? Do they genuinely preserve something in the game, or is this just a wildly obstinate and inconsistent stance that they're taking? The easiest part of that question to answer is probably the last bit, because yes, objectively, it is inconsistent. If we really are preserving rewards in a historical context for players who earned them at the time, then it makes sense that the Mage Tower artifacts do remain locked off, just like the ahead of the curve Warwolf from Mists of Pandaria. This was rewarded for completing the raid on heroic difficulty while it was current content, and became unavailable after that. As such, it was one of the few items from that expansion not available to players in Mists of Pandaria Remix, alongside the challenge mode sets. Sounds good, makes sense. But then why is the Violet Spellwing being made available in Legion Remix? This is also an ahead of the curve mount for completing the Antorus raid before the release of patch 8.0. Actually, the exact same cutoff as the Mage Tower appearances. So why aren't we preserving that historical context for players who earned them at the time? Come on, Blizz, heroic ahead of the curve mounts are pretty much all I've got. Don't dick me on the heroic ahead of the curve mounts. And yeah, okay, so Heroic was the highest possible level of play in Pandaria raiding, and it's not in Legion since Mythic difficulty became a thing. So technically, these mounts don't represent the same challenge or level of play, even though the achievement has the same name, but it still just feels odd. Another inconsistency, Blizzard have made the Mage Tower Werebear available again. Ever since the Mage Tower 2.0 was introduced in Shadowlands, defeating Cruel on your Guardian Druid will award you the Fell Werebear appearance. And okay, so it's a different color to the OG Mage Tower bears, but I'm gonna let you into a little secret here, Blizz, okay? No one gives a shit about the colors. Actually, I do really like the hot pink disc stuff. Okay, the colors aren't people's main concern when it comes to the artifact appearances. The thing that makes the Werebear special is the fact it's a werebear. And before this green glowy boy, the other werebear models in the game were disappeared with Mage Tower 1.0. Likewise, the Paladin and Warrior flails. So yes, in my opinion, it is inconsistent the way Blizz are enacting their philosophy here. A more prickly problem though is whether their philosophy is a good one in the first place. I have some pretty strong views on this, some of which I think are going to surprise you. But first, Evie wants to tell you something.
Hey team, Gamescom is quickly approaching, and that means two things. One, I know I will.
Prestige versus FOMO. First up, I'm going to say something that I think most of you aren't going to like. As a general concept, I think that in a long-running multiplayer perpetual game world like WoW, there is a value in rewards and items, titles, mounts, whatever, that are available for only a limited time and which are recognizable, not just for an achievement in-game, but also for the time frame that achievement comes from. Going back to that most obvious example, I think the Scarab Lord title is cool. I think it's meaningful, and clearly, I am not the only one. It's not unusual to see people start whole Reddit threads when they see a Scarab Lord out in the wild in retail, because it's an unusual and exciting thing to happen. Not to the person who has the title, importantly, but to the player that saw them in-game. I think World of Warcraft would be a poorer, less interesting game without the Scarab Lord title being something that you just can't get anymore. So by definition, I disagree with the common take of all things should be available to all players without any time limits. And I actually feel pretty similarly about other things that follow the same concept. I think ahead of the curve and cutting edge mounts are pretty cool. And I think that the time limited nature of them can really increase the enjoyment of players in getting them. A great example of that is the Moose mount that was a reward for getting ahead of the curve Archimond at the end of Warlords of Draenor. And the Friendship Moose movement that started because of it, where whole communities were formed around helping players that wouldn't usually be able to get ahead of the curve bag that beautiful horny chappy. Communities that wouldn't have formed if the Moose mount was just a standard heroic mount that everyone knew they could come and loot solo a couple of expansions down the line. And I think communities and the feeling of accomplishment that you get from tackling aspirational content are good things. I would even go as far as to say that they are fundamental parts of the game, and time-limited rewards are really good at inspiring people into content and ways of playing the game that they otherwise wouldn't engage with. A great example, PvP. The War River Beast reward in Season 1 of BFA just really spoke to me for some unknown reason, and so I did a whole season of 3s with my buddies to get my first ever Vicious mount. I had an unexpectedly brilliant time, and I got the most perfect round roly-poly bouncy boy to show for my efforts, which beyond that PvP season was completely unavailable again for a good 2 expansions and made me feel very special indeed. Likewise, the Brutosaur Gold Sync mount. I didn't really care about that until Blizzard decided it would become unavailable after the expansion, and then I wanted it more than anything in the entire world, so I got really into gold making and had fun and felt very proud of myself when I spent, sorry I still feel a little bit sick saying it, 5 million gold on it. So yeah, no shit. I feel good when I have a reward that isn't available anymore. But like those excited Reddit posters sharing their screenshots of a real-life Scarab Lord hanging out in Dornagor, I think it's cool when I just see someone with them too. My first ever experience realizing that there was stuff in WoW that I would never be able to get was when I saw a Warlock in town one day wearing the Horns of the Betrayer, the absolute most baller helm any Warlock could ever possibly own, and which looked so cool, I literally stopped what I was doing and opened Wowhead to learn where I could get such a mean-ass hat, only to discover that it was part of that Miss of Pandaria challenge mode set that I would never be able to get for myself, ever. I was gutted, obviously, but I do also remember feeling that it was kind of pretty cool too, honestly. And then I dressed my Warlock in the Blackrock Foundry set instead, which is equally baller anyway. So from these last few minutes of me yapping, you might well have come to the conclusion that I am completely in favor of items being what we would term FOMO, and only being available for players that were lucky enough to be playing at the time they were available and motivated and skilled enough to get them. And you're right, that's exactly how I feel. For items that I don't have. And this is so weird and kind of the exact inverse of what you'd expect, and I know it's not rational, but I'm sharing it with you here because it's genuinely how I feel, and I'm sure that at least some of you will feel the same way and maybe be able to explain what on earth is going on psychologically here. But that position I have of championing items becoming unavailable and cool recognized symbols of past achievements, that only applies to stuff that I don't have. Like that cool Warlock hat, I don't have it. So it's cool and good that it's not available anymore. That's neat. The Scarab Lord title, I don't have that. So I am totally in favor of it never becoming available again. Every single elite PvP set in the history of the game, sets that are like the tier set that I have, but oftentimes in a much cooler color, well, I don't have them. So yeah, great. I totally think they should stay unavailable so the people that do have them can feel baller. But the weird thing is, this unpopular stance does not apply to items I do have. So all of those ahead of the curve mounts I have, including the Violet Spellwing, make them available to everybody. Who cares? My Brutosaur? Give it away with breakfast cereal if it will make people happy. I don't mind. The Mage Tower artifact appearances? Bring those bad boys back in Legion Remix. Obviously, no brainer. I've had 7 years to enjoy those and feel special. It's time to let everyone buy them from a friendly dragon. When it's stuff I personally have, I am 100% in the camp of all stuff that I have should be available to anyone that isn't me at all times. And what's crazy about that is that, yes, in this case, it puts me firmly in the camp of people that think all the Mage Tower weapons should be available in Remix. But also, I'm fully aware that if I hadn't got them all first time round, if I was sitting here now without any of those appearances, I might well be arguing in this video that we shouldn't be able to get them again. And actually, Blizzard were absolutely right, actually. I accept my brain is probably broken and I need help, so I don't know, please send me money, that'll probably help. As with all things, I think there is a balance to be struck between having the odd item here and there which does retain meaning by not being available anymore, and the flip side of giving players the fun of getting all the stuff ever, because getting—
Today's video, I'm going to show you how to enable and disable sub-only VODs on your Twitch channel. Now, you've probably gone to another streamer's channel and you've probably tried to watch a VOD before, maybe like a big streamer, and it'll said, you know, VODs are only available to subscribers of this channel, yada yada. So I'm going to show you how you can enable that or disable that on your own channel. Let's go and hop into this. And as always, if you like that transition, you're looking for transitions, overlays, emotes, own.tv icon, go ahead and click it. And then you're going to go down to your creator dashboard. All right. On the left hand side, you want to go to settings, and then you want to go to affiliate. Now, I want to point out you can only do this if you're a Twitch affiliate or a Twitch partner. You can't do it any other way. All right. So then what you're going to want to go do now is scroll down to where it says subscribers only archives. All right. And as you can see, it says only allow subscribers to watch your past broadcasts. You would turn this on if you want that, or turn it off if you don't want that. Now, my recommendation is if you're a small streamer, turn that off, because if you're trying to get discovered and people hop on your channel, you want them to see your content, look at your clips, look at your past broadcasts, see if they like you, right? But if you're maybe a growing channel and maybe you're getting a lot of trolls, then you might want to enable that so that way people aren't like taking clips from that VOD and then trying to like mess with you online or something like that. My opinion, but that's how you would enable and disable it. If it was helpful, like the video. If you have any questions, comment. Remember, I'm coming out with streaming tips Monday through Friday to help you with your streams. Sub if you're into streaming, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Okay, where's Rufus? Oh, forecast.
Okay, so I have a buddy who's trying to watch one of my will watch my stream right now, but it's saying sub only stream. Like hey, what? Sub only. The heck is this? Like subscribers. Have that. Have a subscriber. What? Have subscriptions. Have an audience section. That is weird. My audience says everyone. My audience says everyone. That's weird. My buddy is telling me that he can't watch my stream because it says subscriber only, but that doesn't make any sense, if I'm being honest. Oh wait, I do need these. That's weird. My buddy is telling me that he can't watch my...
I don't have a target. I need to get closer. It's too far away. I'm out of range. I'm out of range.
I only picked up 3 of these. Yeah.
Thank you for the samples, champion. This will greatly advance our knowledge.
There we go. Okay, how do I see who I banned? Weird, dude. Okay, BRB.
Oh, yes. Hello. Hello.
Hello, hello.
You need a guide? Be safe now. Ooh, happy scent trails.
We will persevere. The reckoning is at hand.
Boom, get wrecked.
State your business. Be ready for anything. Salama, Ashalom.
Salami Ashami Norway.
Oh, didn't see you standing there. fine day for some tinkering, don't you think?
Tell me what drives you.
Speak freely. No directive needed.
Too far away. Get closer. It's too far away.
Our forged paths intertwine. May your choices return you here.
I'm out of range. Get closer. It's too far away. I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
It's too far away. I don't have a target.
Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec, fellas.
I said it before and I'll say it again.
I said it before and I'll say it again.
Fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Where than belong.
Communication in... Oh, sorry. Hello. Returning to task. Goodbye.
I'm out of range. I don't have a target. I need to get closer.
I don't think that's where I'm supposed to go. Oh, it is what I'm supposed to do. They are tunnels.
It's too far away.
What path brought you here? Our lives are our own. Tell me, what drives you?
It is done. Oh, dude.
A new experience.
Follow no directives but your own. Just relax, amigo. You want to talk? We'll talk. I'm a sucker for good conversation.
I don't want to talk to you. Now you bring in the television cameras in here now. Come on, bring it in.
Can't do that.
Why?
I'll deal with psychos. I put them away.
There we go.
I need to get closer.
You were blocked as a bot. I had to go into a specific tool set that's not even on Twitch in order to see what was going on. You were blocked as a bot. Bro, I'm getting sick and tired. Fucking maple bugs. What the hell, man? Seriously.
It's too far away. I don't have a target. I need to get closer. I'm out of range. I need a target. I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
Finish the main quest on Dragonflight and only hit level 47 from Battlelands quest. How does that even work? Quite literally get 20% increased experience. You should literally have hit level 70 before you even finish the quest lines for Dragonflight. That's weird.
I
The heck?
require the solace of the shadows and the dark of the night.
Welcome, Outlander. May your choices return you here.
There shall never be another dawn. Speak freely. No directive needed.
Oh, whoops. More heat! More heat!
Looking upon these frail creatures, one would not think that they could contain such power. One could rule the universe with it. You must find them for me and destroy them. What path brought you here? Our lives are our own.
Welcome, Outlander.
Welcome! I'm having a hard time deciding. Camera. So I got this look, right? And I'm just like, I really like it because I like the lions. Music is getting worse. What do you mean by that? Like it's too loud? Too loud? Distracting play. Yeah, so with me coming back to playing my warrior, the whole point of it was because of watching my old videos, because of Miss Pandaria Classic releasing. And when I played that, I was completely like, I was role playing as somebody who was like super like alliance and all that. So I do kind of want to change it, but I was like just looking at what I could change here. I was looking through shoulders because they seem to do like the most in terms of changing what an outfit does. And then I was just like, oh, let me click these. And then that happened, and I was like, oh, these kind of look good. What do you think? Does this kind of look good? Like I did end up doing like this. It was rocking. Was rocking this. Or and like this is exactly what I wore. The reason why I picked this one and made this one was because this is exactly what I wore in Issa Pandaria and right at the end of Cataclysm. This outfit wasn't exactly the same because I wore the old version of it. This is the remake that came out in Legion. But like that's the same tabard, that neck piece thing, scarf thingy is new, obviously, and the sword is also different, but the general everything else is kind of the same. So I was rocking that for like a week just for nostalgia's sake. Like I come back here and I click on the shoulders. I'm like, that looks so cool. It fits. No? Red and gold? I don't like red though. Red is like my least favorite color. Red is like my least favorite color, bro. Oh. Red. Maybe I'll rock this. 'Cause I want it to look Alliance. That's the thing. Like, I'm a warrior, and like typically warriors are tacticians of the battlefield. They're battle masters, war masters. Red and gold tabard. Oh. This one here? Ironforge tabard? Or this one? Probably. Like, red is my least favorite color, and then if I do red and orange and stuff like that, then it's too paladin. Too paladin-y. Mid right. Oh, over here, the Wormrest Accord. My tabard.
Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
Yeah. It's like, the thing is like, it looks good. Like, I like the way it looks, but then you start to focus too much on the white and the gold, and then it kind of throws it off a little. It like melds together decently up until that point. I thought of maybe taking hands and a new set of shoulders. Get my
Good fortune to all friends of the Grummles.
I don't know, I can't get over it. It looks cool. I think it's just the design of the mold of the shoulders that look cool, but then the color just throws it off for me. Every time. Every time. Bro, I keep yawning. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh. Part of me wants to make a coffee, but it's like 10:30. Falling.
Communication in... sorry. Hello.
Hi, bro. It's the weekend. Yeah, you would be correct.
A new experience. May all paths be open to you.
Oh yeah, dude.
Tell me, what drives you? Follow no directives but your own.
Lips. If I didn't have a 5-month old, I'd probably be a few drinks. 3 a.m. grind to level 70. I had the energy of 15-year-old me, I would do the same.
Too far away. I'm out of range.
Boom. 1,700,000 damage.
It's too far away. I need to get closer. It's too far away. I'm out of range.
You see the new... I don't know actually if you played Darksiders, but you see the new Darksiders 4 trailer? I saw that today after I got home. I was just chilling on my phone. All over Twitter, I was freaking out. Exciting. I love Darksiders. I have to play 5 still. I mean, 3.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
You mean Mafia Old Country? And Battlefield 6. There's another quest over here.
Our forged paths intertwine. Journey far and safe.
Our forged paths intertwine.
Communication in... Oh, sorry. Hello.
Yay.
Ah, a new experience. What path brought you here?
Those are sleep cause I'm going. Dick, bruv. My buddy's supposed to be coming into the city for his birthday tomorrow. Exciting stuff. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream here. I've been live for, well, it says only about 45 minutes, but I started at about 7:30, so it's been closer to 3 hours. I just restarted it a couple times trying to figure out why you couldn't watch. But I hope you have a good time tomorrow at the Care of My Bruv. We will talk soon, I guess. A good night, bruv. Yeah.